Hi. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a loop of broken commitments that leads to lack of self-worth and reduced self-esteem? If you answered yes, this video is for you. And first, I want to start off with thank you. The big thank you to those who are watching live. Put hashtag live in the comments. For those who are watching this as a replay, please put hashtag replay in the comments. And I've been blown away by the kind of comments I'm receiving. And to be honest, every day when I go live, I'm getting a request from someone for a topic to be covered the next day. I'm getting questions from people that I should cover the next day. Like, for example, when I went live yesterday, I got a question which led me to today's topic. And it's very, very important because I see it happening all the time. I have seen it happening with me. I have seen it happening with my students. I've seen it happen with everyone. We sometimes overcommit and then we are not able to fulfill them. Or sometimes we have given the right kind of commitment, but either because of something internal or something external, for whatever reason, we are not able to keep up to our commitments. Today, I want to talk to you about the impact that this thing has on your self worth. Because every time that you commit to something and then you don't complete it, it takes a hit on your self esteem. It takes a hit on your self worth. And then you are thinking, I'm not worthy. I'm worthless. I can't even do this. If these are the kind of thoughts that come to you, please be very careful about what you're thinking, because every thought that you think is creating a new reality, and every thought that you think is like an affirmation that goes on in your mind. So first first thing I want you to do is never overcommit. Never overcommit. It's okay to set big goals, but when you know something is not achievable, when you clearly know that, please don't commit to doing that, because then you will definitely fail. You are setting yourselves up for failure, and then you will feel dejected, and your self esteem will go for a toss. It will plummet. Second thing, if you are making commitments, then there are various reasons for you not being able to fulfill them. And how you can become more aware of this is by doing journaling every day, self reflection activity. Every day when you journal, write about what went right, what could have done, what you could have done better. Another thing you can do is set clear commitments which you can follow. They are easy to follow, and you create a routine with respect to whatever you have committed, so that you are able to do that every day. Now let's say for whatever reason, it could be internal. You could have not been feeling well, or you just missed it, right? You are not disciplined enough. It's fine. Or it could be something external, that some emergency came up because of which you could not keep up to your commitments. Whatever is the reason, I want you to understand one thing very clearly. Who's made the commitment? You. Who has set the timeline for the commitment or the goals that you are pursuing? You. Is there any universal timeline for your commitment or your goal? There is not. So don't be too hard on yourself. It's okay. It's okay to miss it sometimes. Unless you are in a battlefield where you cannot go back from your commitments, or you are in sports where you need to perform live, all other things, it's okay to miss your commitments, but that does not mean that you become complacent and you stop working towards fulfilling them. But consider two scenarios. One scenario, you fail to keep up a commitment and then you feel dejected, you are overthinking, you worry about it all the time, and you waste a lot of time. Scenario two, you failed to keep up to your commitment, you assess what went wrong, and you start the process again. Which of the two will lead you to fulfilling that commitment sooner? I want you to think about that and put that in the comment box. It's easy to go into a downward spiral, a negative spiral of thoughts. It's very easy to feel unworthy, worthless. But honestly, it's also easy to start working. If you were expecting me to say that working is hard, no, it's not. It's only hard because you are not in the flow. It's only hard because you haven't trained yourselves to do that. So you always have two options. One is to sit and cry and waste a lot of time. Second is to start taking action and actually fulfill the commitment, even if 1 day later, even if 2 days later. Can you do that? I hope you can. And one of the things that will help you is being in a group of action takers where you see others taking action. But there's also a downside to that. Okay, when you see everyone else finished, cross the finishing line, but you did not, that again really impacts you. So there's one request I would like to make you. If you do become part of a group, and if you can see clearly that you are off pace, you are off track, and you're not going to finish on time, you're not going to finish with others, be honest to yourselves, be courageous enough to remove yourselves from that group. It's not going to serve you anymore. It may bring down more people, and if you continue doing that, it may hurt your self-worth even more. It's okay to try next time. Do you know that Thomas Edison failed 1000 times, 10,000 times before he actually lit the first light bulb? If he would have gotten into this spiral of, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, do you think we would be having electricity today? Probably not. What he did was, as soon as he failed, instead of going into the negative spiral, he started working on, okay, this doesn't work. Let me see what will work. How can I improve it next time? Let me try something else that will work. That's what you do when you fail, when you have a setback. You don't go and sit and cry and get depressed. And if you are in that state right now, if you are depressed, if your self-worth has gone for a toss, start practicing gratitude, start practicing meditation. Please get a coach. Sometimes you need someone to show you the mirror, and it works both ways. Sometimes you need someone to show you the mirror where you are thinking too highly of yourselves and they can ground you. At the same time, you sometimes need someone who can show you the mirror and tell you how beautiful you are and how deserving you are. If you are committed to changing the way you think about failure, to changing the way you go about your self-worth when you fail at your commitments or at your goals, anything, if you are committed to that, type committed in the comments. And if you would like to speak to me about this, because there may be something personal that you would want to ask me, you can put the questions in the comment box if you want, and I will make sure that I pick them up in upcoming videos. But if you really want a heart to heart conversation, I'm going to leave a link in the comments or in the description. You can check it. A link to book a one-to-one call with me. It's going to be a free 30-45 minutes call. Please go ahead, book that, and let's talk. Let's talk and see what is hindering you, what is bothering you. And please don't get dejected. There's enough outside in the world to pull you down. You need something from within to push you up. Find that thing. That's it for today. And thank you for those who've been watching live or who've been watching it as a replay. I really appreciate it. Keep those ideas coming, keep those questions coming, and I'll keep coming back with answers. Thank you and good day.